Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of endless thoughts, analyzing every possible outcome, weighing every tiny detail, and still unable to make a decision? Maybe you've delayed starting a project because it wasn't perfect yet, or you've spent hours worrying about what might go wrong instead of taking the first step forward. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Overthinking is a silent productivity killer that traps millions of people in a cycle of hesitation and doubt. It's like running on a mental hamster wheel, lots of movement, but no real progress. But here's the good news, you don't have to stay stuck. You can break free from the overthinking cycle by choosing action over perfection. Today, we're going to explore why overthinking holds us back, how perfectionism feeds this cycle, and most importantly, practical strategies to take confident, imperfect action that leads to real results. If you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start moving forward with purpose, this video is for you. What is overthinking and why does it happen? Overthinking is the tendency to dwell excessively on decisions, possibilities, or past events. It's a mental habit where your mind replays scenarios, doubts choices, and tries to predict every possible outcome. But why do we overthink? At its core, overthinking is a fear response. Our brain tries to protect us from failure, rejection, or making a mistake by running through every what-if scenario. It's a misguided attempt at control in an uncertain world. While this might feel like careful planning, overthinking actually leads to paralysis by analysis, increased anxiety and stress, reduced creativity, lowered confidence, missed opportunities. The irony is that by trying to avoid mistakes, overthinking often causes inaction, and inaction is itself a decision, with consequences. Perfectionism, the root of overthinking. One of the biggest drivers of overthinking is perfectionism, the belief that every decision or action must be flawless. Perfectionism tricks you into thinking that if you don't have every answer or if your plan isn't 100% perfect, you shouldn't start at all. This all-or-nothing thinking leads to endless tweaking and second-guessing, fear of failure or criticism, procrastination and delay. But here's the truth, perfect is the enemy of good. Waiting for perfection means missing out on progress and growth. Successful people don't wait for perfect conditions. They take imperfect action, learn from mistakes, and improve as they go. The cost of overthinking and perfectionism. Overthinking and perfectionism don't just waste time, they drain your mental energy and damage your self-trust. When you overthink, you lose confidence in your decisions, experience increased stress and burnout, miss chances to learn through experience, fall behind on goals and deadlines. This cycle can become self-reinforcing. The more you overthink, the more you doubt yourself, and the harder it becomes to act. Recognizing this cost is the first step toward breaking free. The power of action. Why doing beats overthinking. Action is the antidote to overthinking. Taking even small steps forward creates momentum. It shifts your mindset from what if I fail? To what can I learn? Action builds confidence through experience. Reveals new information that overthinking can't predict. Creates opportunities for growth and success. Breaks the cycle of indecision. Remember, you don't need a perfect plan to start. You just need to start. Strategy 1. Set clear deadlines to force decisions. One of the most effective ways to break the overthinking cycle is to set hard deadlines. Without a deadline, decisions can drag on endlessly. Deadlines create urgency and force you to prioritize. Try this. When faced with a decision, give yourself a specific time frame, 5 minutes, 1 hour, or 1 day, to decide and act. Commit to that deadline and stick to it. Use timers or calendar reminders to hold yourself accountable. Deadlines help you trust your instincts and reduce the temptation to overanalyze. Strategy 2. Focus on impact, not perfection. Instead of obsessing over every detail, ask yourself, what action will create the most meaningful results right now? The Pareto principle, or 80-20 rule, teaches us that 80% of results come from 20% of effort. Identify the key actions that will move you forward most effectively. Concentrate on those. This mindset shifts your focus from perfecting to progressing. Strategy 3. Use the 5-second rule to interrupt overthinking. Mel Robbins' famous 5-second rule is a simple but powerful tool. When you feel hesitation or the urge to overthink, count down from 5 to 1 and then take immediate action. This interrupts your thought spiral and creates momentum. Try it next time you catch yourself stuck in indecision. Strategy 4. Take small, imperfect steps. Action doesn't have to be huge to be effective. Taking small, imperfect steps forward builds clarity and confidence. Examples. Want to write a book? Open a blank document and write 1 sentence. Thinking about starting a business? Register your domain name. Nervous about a conversation? Send a simple text. Each small step breaks the paralysis and shifts your identity from overthinker to doer. Strategy 5. Limit information intake to avoid analysis paralysis. Too much information can fuel overthinking. Set boundaries on how much you research or plan before acting. Ask yourself, do I need more information, or am I avoiding the decision? What's the minimum I need to know to take the next step? Remember, clarity comes from doing, not from endless preparation. Strategy 6. Surround yourself with action-oriented people. Your environment influences your mindset. If you spend time with overthinkers, you're more likely to overthink. Surround yourself with decision makers and doers, people who take risks and learn from mistakes. Their energy and confidence will inspire and motivate you to act. Strategy 7. Reassess quickly, not constantly. Overthinkers often fall into the trap of second-guessing every move. Instead, commit to periodic reassessment. Set specific times, weekly or after milestones, to evaluate progress and adjust. Constant reevaluation wastes time and energy. Quick reassessment keeps you on track without paralysis. Strategy 8. Practice good enough. Good enough is a powerful mindset to overcome perfectionism. Set clear criteria for when a task or decision is complete. Once those standards are met, move on, even if it's not perfect. This mental breathing space reduces stress and frees you to take new actions. Strategy 9. Build momentum through consistency. Momentum is a habit. Commit to taking action every day, even if small. Consistency builds confidence, reduces fear, and creates a positive feedback loop. Remember, progress compounds over time. Strategy 10. Use worry time to contain overthinking. Schedule a specific time each day to allow yourself to worry or analyze. Outside that window, redirect your focus to action. This technique contains overthinking and prevents it from bleeding into every moment. Final encouragement. You were made for bold action. Overthinking is loud, but your potential is louder. The doubts will always whisper, but your actions can shout. You don't need more time or certainty, you need less waiting and more doing. Start small, start imperfect, and start today. Your future self will thank you. Thank you for watching Breaking the Overthinking Cycle, Action Over Perfection. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your own stories about overcoming overthinking in the comments below. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the key to success. Take the first step now, and keep moving forward.